Welcome back to the Tame Mayhem podcast. I'm George.
I'm Mauro.
And today we have a very special guest with us. We have pop artist Kale Dumas.
Hello, everybody.
Dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah,
glad we could get you in.
honestly, because as soon as I saw like your Spotify and I found it and like I found your profile, I was like, yeah, we're definitely gonna have. I gotta fuck it. Why not? Let me shoot it.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope. Yeah, I noticed y'all because I knew Ben and
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'll check it out for sure.
Word.
Yeah, and I love podcasts, so it's
How do you
cool
know
to see-
Ben?
I met Ben at ACM. So he's one of the first people I met at ACM. So this was in fall 2017. We had a couple classes together, and I was like, I'd always wanted to do the music thing, but I was just about to like kick it in the ass, take it seriously.
Right.
So I had a song that I recorded when I was like junior year.
Right. So it's kind of like one of the older ones.
Old song. First full song I ever wrote. It's called Cigarette Love. Started it on the toilet.
Cool fucking
Yeah,
name.
I like that.
Cool fucking name.
Yeah,
by
and
the way.
that's a metaphor, you know?
A word.
Cigarettes aren't
Just addictive.
they aren't good
and
for
harmful.
you, but you want love, you know? So
Word.
cigarette love, that you know. Yeah. So I wrote that song, and I wanted to like produce it with like with a full band feel, and we did that, and it was cool. It was great. I guess it was kind of like the first like artist producer thing that I'd ever done.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd like recorded before, but it wasn't anything too like. My grandpa bought me a few hours to record at a studio, which is not even close to enough.
Yeah.
Like how
Right.
much time you need to record a full song. So I just like one take with my guitar. I'm a shit guitar player. Didn't know a key. Didn't know anything about music theory.
Wow.
And I just chose some chords and got lucky because I'd like learned some other people's songs.
Hell yeah, dude.
Honestly, and it worked out. Honestly, I hate to say it, but the version I recorded with like the time my grandpa bought me, which was just me and guitar, is like the biggest thing I've done yet.
Really?
It has like it's like 20,000+ plays on SoundCloud.
Holy moly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and look, we're gonna get back to those numbers on Spotify, but yeah, SoundCloud used to be sick. Like it used to really spread. It still is. People just don't use it like they used to.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, whenever SoundCloud was like first kind of like kicking off,
That was,
everybody
like,
would.
the indie hotspot.
It was
yeah.
It was like if you want to hear any like good like up and coming shit, you would go to SoundCloud.
Totally. Yeah.
Even
it was
some artists would release demos too. Like,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it was fucking sick.
Spawned a whole era of SoundCloud rappers. Fucking 2015, 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we recorded that song, and yeah, it went well. It was super cool. Like Logan, lives with him. Kind of the Wrong House Records thing.
Yeah.
It was a blast. Like one of the first friends I'd met where he loved music just like I did,
Yeah.
We were both super young. I definitely didn't know what I was doing. He knew more than I did, but like I didn't know shit.
Right.
And I still
So you just
don't.
kind of like
I
went
kinda
along
live
with
by
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
Just winging it. See what sticks.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
good. It's a
We'll
good.
see what
Lo-
happens.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
good
That's what
motto.
we're
I mean,
doing.
it's like
Yeah.
because I don't know shit. It's like, hey, I'm willing to learn though.
Oh yeah, I'll learn all day. I'll fail all day, but like, yeah, I don't know a lot. You know? But
So
yeah,
speaking to that, what is kind of like the creative process you have behind your music?
it's changed so much like over time. It still changes. Like I said, like I wrote the first, like when I was like 7th and 8th grade, I got super obsessed with like singer-songwriters, folk music and shit.
Right.
Just listen to like what my dad had. So whatever he purchased on iTunes back in the store days, I would just listen to that.
It's like my dad knows. My dad has been through a life. Maybe
Yeah, right.
that music will reflect it, man.
Yeah, no, my dad's like totally shaped my music taste and like made me fall in love with music. Like
Fuck
we go
yeah.
to concerts all grown up. But anyway, so Ed Sheeran, he's like a love him or hate him, he's a monstrous artist. Like he took over.
Exactly. Like everybody likes to make fun of him because he's kind of weird looking, but
Yeah.
he's a fucking genius.
Right. Oh, he's a genius. Yeah, he's a prolific songwriter. Yeah, he's awesome. But so Ed Sheeran like released music in the UK for a long time. He released his first like American, like his first EP that went to American stores. My dad bought a song of his called "Give Me Love," one of the best songs ever written. But I was like obsessed with that song. Like I listened to it for months and months, like on repeat. Just became obsessed with it, and I was like, "This is fucking what I'm doing."
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that got me. And at the time, I'm still that guy, but like I love lyrics. That's kind of always my thing.
Yeah, so you like focus on more of the lyrical aspect
Yeah,
of things.
right.
Yeah.
But like in pop music, nobody gives a shit about what you're saying.
No, yeah,
you
it's
know?
like-
Yeah, so I'm
It's
trying
like
to
wet ass
drop
pussy and
that.
all that.
Yeah, wet ass pussy. That's it. You know.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to my wet ass pussy girl.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. But yeah, so I just became obsessed with this, and I was like, you know, I want to do that. So I just would like write lyrics all fucking day at my house, in class. I remember like 6th grade history class with Mr. Smith. He was a drummer.
Shout out to Mr. Smith.
Yeah, he listened to my shit, and he was fucking awesome. I ended up opening up a show for one of his bands. But
Oh, shit,
that
so
was like
he's-
my
yeah.
first show ever.
He was in his own band. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Leo Goes Gur, and with Mr. DeFabio, my guitar teacher. I asked him one day, I said, "You think I have what it takes to make it?" He said, "No." He goes,
Hey,
honestly,
you gotta
like,
appreciate the honesty.
yeah.
Like, all right, fuck you too, buddy.
Yeah. He goes, honestly, like, probably not, but, you know, we'll see.
I guess we will.
Fucking-
So he's on my list. But, yeah, so I just, like, wrote lyrics all the time. I wrote the song called Cigarette Love, sitting on the toilet. And
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was like, oh, this is, like, the first, like, half decent thing I did. And then I, like, ran and grabbed my guitar. Just
On the toilet again.
yeah,
I was like, hold
grabbed the
up,
guitar, took it back to
hands
the
around your
toilet.
waist, like, hold up, mom, give me my guitar.
Yeah.
That's where all the magic happens.
Right. Dude,
Studio.
honestly, I learned to sing on the toilet. I learned to write on the toilet.
Man,
It was
those
it was a
YouTube
nice place for
videos.
me.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's where I learned how to read English. I was reading the shampoo one. I was like, all right, cool.
right. But yeah. So wrote that song. Yeah. So I was like super lyric based starting off, and then I guess I didn't change till like recently. Like for a long time, I felt like I want to write every word. I want to like arrange every chord. Other instruments that I can't play, I'll let people do that. But like, I want to be the only writing credit on all my songs, my albums,
right.
all this shit. And that just became so fucking exhausting. Like, I'm not that fucking good. I'm a shit guitar player. Like, I am like basically self-taught until I got like lessons like way later. So yeah, I'm a terrible guitar player. I can play enough to write a song and like keep a little bit of rhythm, but yeah, I was mainly a lyrics guy. Then I met up with Logan Brunn, the producer of The Future,
Right.
in Oklahoma City.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he fucking knows pop music like nobody's business.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he produces for me, a guy named Josh Fudge, who's fucking incredible. Tyler Sexton, incredible. Lex, she goes by Lex. She's insane. Like one of the best voices I've heard. Lauren Hardiman. I mean, you got to check these people
Yeah.
out.
Like they know what they're doing. Yeah.
Totally.
Dude,
Logan.
fucking shout out to them. Like that's incredible.
They're doing super dope shit. And yeah, so I had commented on one of Logan's like posts a long time ago, and I was like, yo, this is sweet. And it was like him in high school singing one of his songs. And he didn't reply.
Aw.
What?
It's always the worst.
Ghosted. Left me hanging.
Damn.
But Tyler Sexton, do y'all know, y'all aren't related to ACM at all, right?
Mhm.
No, yeah.
No.
Oh,
the only relation I had was Ben. So
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Ben and
yeah.
you now, but
he might know Tyler. Tyler's a wicked, sick, awesome fucking guitar player, great fucking vocalist. But he sang backup vocals on one of my songs I did later. And that's how we like kind of knew each other. But he was like, yeah, I'm living with Logan. He's fucking legit. And I was like, I know Logan. but you know,
he kind of
he ain't responding. He's not responding.
Me,
Yeah. But me and Logan ended up talking for a long time, and we recorded a song. Never released it. It was like not a dud, but
no.
Yeah,
so, kind of like that first one. That first one's
we
always
recorded this song. We were at my house, and then like the last 30 minutes of the session, I was like, "Hey, I have this idea for a song," and then we just like ran with that, and then I was like, "Oh, this is way better than that."
Absolutely.
A song called "So Much Shit." Check it out on Spotify. But yeah, so I met up with those guys, and that's when I really started collaborative like writing and stuff, and it totally just like started pushing me. Like, you always want to bring something, you know, to the table, because I'm not a great instrumentalist or anything like that, and Logan's a phenomenal producer, can play like basically everything. Tyler's incredible guitar player, so I just had to like hopefully write some good lyrics and you know, maybe a melody or something. Right. And yeah, like the first night we met up to like say like, you know, we're just gonna write whoever we feel like it goes to. We wrote a song for Tyler and a song called February for me, and like some of my
listen to
favorite
that
shit.
one. That one's fucking cool. That one's really good.
It's weird. It's weird. That was like my first. Yeah, it was like the first steps into like hip hop. It took me a long time to write that because I was like, it's a little bit out of my zone.
Yeah,
now I'm trying to make that my zone. You know.
Yeah, and so far so good. Like the stuff that I've heard on Spotify has like fucking blown my balls off because
that's
because I was just like, whoa, this guy obviously cares about like, you know, the production behind it, you know, because some of the people that I've known that tried to do that, they would just find like a fucking YouTube track or something, just rap over it in like an Xbox mic and some shit. And I'm like, all right, well, at least you're trying.
yeah, totally. Yeah, at least you're trying. I write to YouTube shit all the time, and I'll like write it. Never buy the beat, never do anything. I'll have like the melody and the lyrics, and then I'll like use it for another song. I actually did that yesterday. I have found an Ed Sheeran, Dominic Fike type beat, and I wrote this hook for it, and it's in like one of the songs I made yesterday. It's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, anything to write,
dude.
So would you say that like Ed Sheeran is like one of your musical influences?
Yeah, he made me like do this shit, man. He made me. Yeah.
What about him in particular?
Dude, he was just like I mean, I'm like trying to get away from the sappy, sad shit, you know?
Yeah. You know, the old sad boy.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I'm happy. So it's like, I'm not this sad boy, like, you know. I still like have tendencies to write like that, but like so does everybody. Like Drake is Drake is a certified millionaire. Lover boy. Yeah.
He's a fucking millionaire. He's like...
Yeah, because I guess that shit's like real to people, you know? So I still definitely have tendencies to write like that, and that doesn't bother me, but it's more like the emotion of the song. Like, I guess how I was saying how my creative process has changed. Like, I used to like be like me guitar, like that was it. That's how I recorded my first project. That's how I wrote it. And now it's like exciting for me to like just say, hey, Logan, like, create something dope like you always do, and I'll write over it, and we'll write together. And me and Logan write fucking dope shit together.
Yeah, so you go music, like the tunes first.
I used to
and then like, all right, this kind of subject kind of like falls with this kind of beat, you know, kind of like that.
Totally, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's honestly one of the, because most people that I know, they would write the lyrics first and then try to make the song around it, depending on the mood, but that's the first time. That's fucking sick.
Oh yeah, it's great. I used to always be lyrics first. I feel like as I like kind of studied more artists, I guess there a lot of them. I mean, besides like pure singer songwriters, which I guess I was, and I'm like trying to I just want to have fun with it, you know?
Word.
Yeah.
Like I wrote an EP about just being fucking broken, and it was emotionally exhausting.
Right.
You know, like it was hard to do. And, you know, that shit's over. And, yeah, like, I just want to have fun, you know?
Yeah.
So, just being able to, like, kind of create whatever I want, like, inside the music is fun to me, I guess. Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
What would you say some of your strong suits as a lyricist are? Since you feel so strongly in that area versus, like, others.
Yeah, I guess only because I had to be, because I couldn't like bring anything else, you know. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm playing like Logan. Yeah, like I was in the studio with Logan for 13 hours yesterday,
Wow.
and from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. And it's like he's playing bass, plays keys, like incredibly like we'll do drums all day long. Lyrics, like I guess I've just written a fuck ton of them, and it's
Right.
like I'm kind of like how I felt with guitar. Like I was just so tired of writing because everything felt the same, you know, playing the same shit over and over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I guess I feel like I'm always, in my mind, I'm always trying to think of like what has somebody never said, or like, you know, what's a
Yeah, that's basically what
analogy,
we
a
do.
metaphor. Yeah, just like comedy. It's, you know, it's
Yeah.
like how do we like say similar thing? How do we say things
Have a
that are
unique
relatable
point
to
of
people?
view.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How do we say something that's relatable, unique, but like unique, but like relatable things aren't
Yeah.
unique, you know?
Exactly.
So
We
you
come
have
up
to
with
make them
we
unique.
come up with the stupidest shit.
A
so
unique
I'll
way to
tell
say
you that.
relatable things, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like how
yeah.
can we how can we define this in the stupidest fucking words that we
Yeah.
can?
Right.
It's basically our brand.
Totally. Can I ask
Bust.
y'all? Can I ask y'all a question?
What?
Word?
How long? So you started doing stand up after George, right?
I never got it. I never got into it because of you know, the COVID and the
right.
pandemic.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, he took me to one of his shows and I saw him like perform, and I was like, this looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I am
it
super
is.
fucking anxious though. Let me hang out with him more. Just kind of like.
Is that how
Get
like
it.
y'all became friends?
No, we became friends back in high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Freshman
nice.
year of high school. We just came up to each other and like, hey, you want to be friends?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of. Well, it was kind of like I was friends with this one guy, and then he was friends with this other guy, and then the guys we were friends with were friends, and then in high school we just
Yeah.
got
And we
you
just
know, it was-
met each other
Yeah.
and we were like, all right, cool.
Keep
Yeah,
running
it's like
into
now
each
it's the
other.
friend group, and so
Yeah,
we can all
exactly.
do individual things, you know, in
Yeah,
case we
totally.
get broken up.
Yeah.
That's just a good thing about friend groups.
right. How long have you done stand up?
Me? So I did it for like a month or two when I was like 16. And then I
Okay.
stopped until I did it for about 2-3 weeks back in like March, February-ish.
Pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, the virus shut
Yeah.
everything
Back
down.
when shit was safe.
COVID-19 shut it down.
COVID-19.
But overall, I would say I probably got around 40 minutes of stage time
Yeah. She was-
Total?
under my belt. Yeah.
Okay. Did you write in between, like when you were younger until March?
So yeah, like when I was younger, I was writing jokes a bunch, and then I just wasn't able to do it anymore, just because I was 16, like 16. Yeah, so I was 16. So and then before I got back into it, I wrote a ton of jokes because I knew I would write shitty ones, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're always
I-
gonna write that shitty
Not
one.
everything can be a home run, so I just
No.
kept writing and writing and writing. Got to like 30, 40 jokes, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna, like, there were only 10, 15 good ones here, so those
Yeah.
are the ones I'll tell. And then it was kind of just like that process, just like kind of all the time. Anything you have some sort of like quip or one-liner or kind of premise, you just write it down, and then like 2 hours, even a day later, you look back and you're like, all right, that was shit. Or you're
What
like,
the fuck
all right,
was
that's
that?
funny. Like,
Yeah.
it's one or the other. It's
Right.
one or the other.
Dude,
Keep it in the vault until you know for sure.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, bro, that's so like. I've been thinking about this a lot. Like I'm on my phone. I'm looking at this. So yesterday, me, Logan, Tyler came in for a few hours. We demoed 8 songs.
Wow.
That's a shit
Jesus.
ton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like nervous about this session because I feel like I went through like an existential crisis.
Shoot.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, what the like I was trying to. I wrote this project. Like it was my first project. It was supposed to do terribly, you know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
my mind is like programmed for failure. Like I'm gonna fail until I get something
Wow.
right. You know?
Right.
Like
Damn.
that, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna fail as many times as I have to get it right one time,
Right.
you know, and then I'll get a little bit better, fail a lot more, get a little bit better. But yeah, so like when we demoed 8 songs, I would say probably 6 of the 8 I had like just jotted things down in my notes. Like I'll just start singing like words and melodies and stuff and just throw them into my phone, like without a guitar, without anything.
Yeah.
And then just hoping I could like use it later, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's how like those little jolts of like, you know,
inspiration. Yeah, just like, oh wow, that was kind of
inspired
cool.
like the rest of the song, you know. So yeah, in the same way like
You're
you
right.
do. Yeah.
It's always the ones that I come up with unexpectedly that I usually turn into jokes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like me and George would be sitting in the kitchen, we'd just be talking, and we're like, dude, that should be a joke.
Yeah.
And then we were like, that happens to us with tweets. We were like, dude, you should have that tweet. That's a good tweet.
Half the bits and jokes, are on the spot, on the podcast too.
Yeah, we go off topic so many fucking times. We're like, what the fuck were we just talking about?
Right. Oh yeah. Dude, I'm Mr. ADD. Like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here. It's all over the place.
Word.
And, yeah.
Does that help you creatively?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, your mind's always racing, just thinking of like, oh, that's fucking good. I was like, oh, this goes with that. Fuck
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So, executing ideas is harder. So, I'll take a little Adderall. Fucking write 10 songs and like
build a table
60
halfway between. Do some push-ups,
build some
pull-ups.
furniture or whatever. But yeah, for like ideas, it's just like kind of like I'm always going. And I've heard people say that, and I guess it didn't like resonate with me till like later in life. But
right,
because I've barely been writing songs. Like even if I was writing since I was 11, I'm 22. That's actually a long time.
Yeah.
That's actually a fucking long time. But I wasn't super consistent throughout all those years. But yeah, just like ideas of like, yeah, I've kind of always just, I mean, I was like, I guess a class clown. I got sent to the office a lot. I was just never ever trying to pay attention to like what we had to pay attention to.
Word.
But yeah, it's great creatively, and there's give and take to everything,
Yeah,
exactly.
But so I think I'm cool with my brain, I'm not mad about it.
It's working out so far.
Yeah,
dude.
it's all right. I mean, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see
what happens.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm thinking about my brain. Fuck it, we'll just keep going with it.
You're pre-med, you can't talk.
Yeah. So what advice would you try to give someone that would like, be trying to look into breaking into the scene?
I don't like have a right to give anybody any advice because I haven't broken shit, and that goes back to like my life motto. I don't know shit. I'm just learning shit all the time.
Word.
It's a good humble attitude.
Yeah, like you have to. You have to have like a monstrous ego to think like I'm gonna write these songs and people are gonna care about them.
Right.
Like people are gonna want to listen to them. But you kind of have to do that to have like the courage to like even write the words or whatever.
Yeah, put yourself out there.
Yeah, or like
first
write
place.
the joke, or like stand up in front of all those people. You have to have like that ego in you. But at the same time, it's just like I'm just like I'm me, just like you're you, and like we're all the fucking same,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just all unique, but we're just humans trying to do like creative shit, and creative shit's hard to do.
Yeah,
it is. Honestly,
it's fucking impossible.
Yeah, sometimes we'll be sitting here like, what the fuck are we gonna talk about tomorrow?
Like, can we get a TED talk or something?
Exactly.
Like what the fuck? So ADD's kicking in. What we're talking about? We were talking about.
Let's reset it. We were talking about like any
advice.
sort of advice.
Advice. Yeah, I just don't have advice.
Yeah.
The best advice I have is like meet somebody who knows somebody.
Oh, right.
And that's
networking.
Yeah, that's all. Network the best you can. I thought ACM. I feel like the production school there can really help you if you are willing to like put the time in. But everything else, hate to say it's bullshit. It's like Camp Rock.
What does everything else entail?
I fucking went in as a songwriting major.
Right.
They offered that for the semester I got there. It was me and a girl named Berkeley Claiborne. She's a fucking sick songwriter.
Shout out to her.
Yep, shout out to her. And it was me and her were the only songwriting majors. They quit offering it the next semester and never offered it again.
Yo, what the fuck?
Like, and then the
rare breed.
Yeah. And then the next semester I was doing that. It's like they just had me in a bunch of business classes. And it's like I understand that's important, but I don't care.
Yeah. My manager will take care of that shit, man.
I want to make a lot of money. I want to take care of my family and my friends.
Yeah. Who doesn't, dude?
Who doesn't? Yeah. And but somebody else like went to school to know that shit. Like the people I know now, like kind of my mentor now has like managed like crazy successful bands.
Right.
And he's partners with Scott Booker, the guy who runs ACM.
It's fucking
and
crazy.
Scott Booker like manages the Flaming Lips and all that shit. Yeah, he's done wicked shit too. Like they're both fucking awesome.
Yeah, so they both know what the fuck they're doing. Basically.
Yeah. And yeah, they know it. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not ACM like more than anything was an inspiration to me. Like there are people who like want to do this, and Logan went to ACM, Tyler went to ACM, like my squad went to ACM. So squad.
I think in general it's just hard to have a school for entertainment.
Yeah.
You can't.
Can you imagine
that.
like
you
a comedy school?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like you'd
clown
be
college and
wasting
shit.
your like. I hate to say, it, but you'd be wasting your money.
Exactly.
Go get a degree in something else.
Yeah.
Like maybe business.
Like if I put
'Cause that
myself,
could help you.
because if I put myself in those classes, like I wouldn't make it. Mostly because number one, I don't think I'm creative musically.
Yeah.
The farthest I'll go is I'll write a stupid ass bar. That's it. But I can't. I have no rhythm. I don't have that background. You know.
Yeah, and that's a perfect analogy. It's like there's no comedy school. It's like you're funny or you're not. Like you're either gonna
You have the jokes or you don't.
yeah, and I'm gonna
cut the heat, bro.
yeah, and I don't think I write good songs. Like I'm getting like every song I get better. You know, write a ton of bad ones and then get a good one. You know, that's just how it goes. But
It's practice makes perfect too.
Word.
yeah, 10,000 hours. You know, 10,000 hours. You just got to do 10,000 hours and then do it again. But like the songwriting teacher, the first semester was a guy named Chad Petrie, Grammy nominated.
Great fucking name.
Chad, yeah,
That's
sick.
a fucking.
But he was a
awesome
Grammy
name.
nominated like artist. Like, you know, there's some validation to that. And there's a lot of people who have like done super dope shit there. But they also are like attending to just so many fucking students, and it's like they can't give you like the attention to detail that, you know, you might need.
Exactly, because they're so busy with other stuff like going on.
Right.
You know?
So then you graduate from this Grammy-nominated artist to this guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but
Did he win a Grammy though?
not even close.
Oh.
That sounded shitty of me, but no, he didn't win a Grammy. But he just like all the time I was just thinking like, I'm writing way better songs than you, and I'm not good at this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell sometimes.
Yeah, you can tell when somebody's not funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like
we're
it's just obvious, like when they don't have it. Yeah, and it was just like, what am I doing here? So I just dropped out. Had a great opportunity to work shows at the Criterion, and that got me to the Jones. I've worked concerts there for like 2 years. I think I have the best connections in Oklahoma City that I like.
You could ask for.
I know.
Yeah.
I know I do.
You know,
actually.
you know the best ones that you could have ever made. You know.
Ever. Like I just got lucky.
Right.
Yeah, I just showed up to the Criterion one day. I said, "Hey, I'll do anything. I'll work for free." And the production manager, Steve Carr, shout out to him. He was like, "Yeah, you can shadow me. You can shadow audio text and all this shit." And I did that for a few months, and I met a guy named Scott, and he's like my mentor. Done all the shit in the music business that you could think of, and I just feel like getting my face in front of his, working for him, like working for free a lot. You know, I can do that for free, and it's way more valuable than like, you know, what school might be.
That experience of hands-on experience that, you know, maybe a school just can't offer, you know.
And it's like you said earlier, networking.
Like that's everything. That's literally everything.
Exactly, because you're putting yourself in front of the guy that knows what the fuck he's doing. And you're like, I'm willing to learn if you're willing to teach. You know,
Totally, yeah.
'Cause people, I feel, will recognize talent, you know, and a lot more than, you know, maybe knowledge. So it's like it's really down to who you know, because if you have the talent and you just know someone who knows someone who knows someone, just pick them up and say you'll learn along the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got like everywhere I've gotten in life is because in my music wise, like the people I know, is just because I like showed up and said I'll work for free, and I did it for a few months, and then
Who's
I
gonna
finally
turn that
started
down?
getting paid.
Exactly. They're like, fuck yeah,
Right.
let's exploit this labor.
Oh yeah, like Scott left the Criterion. My internship ended, so Scott went to the Jones, and like I was out of working shows for a couple months, and I was just like, I love fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I love creating music like more than anything, but dude, there's just a fucking feeling about like if this shit doesn't get done, like nobody, like
Has
thousands of people get to enjoy this. It's just like, and pulling that off is like the best feeling ever.
Oh yeah.
And I just missed that like adrenaline and all that. And I knew there was a show one day. I was walking up to the gym. I just drove there, just to go say like, hey, I'll work for free again.
Right.
And he was outside. I was like, hey, Scott, I'd love to work shows again. Can I work for free? He's like, yeah, come meet Graham. Graham's the owner. Graham was like signed to Universal Records.
Shit.
Wow.
Dated Kelly Clarkson.
Ooh.
Post American Idol.
Ooh.
So she was big at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he's a fucking great songwriter, and he just released an album. Go check it out. But first one in 6 years. But yeah, he's become like a great mentor to me too, and like we work on shit, and just like when Scott was like, "Hey, this is Graham," and Scott was like, "Yeah, Kale wants to work here, whatever." Graham was just like, "Oh, sweet, cool,"
Yeah.
and yeah, like people. Not on like an extreme level, but like people who ask me about songwriting, and I'm not a good songwriter. I'm getting better, but it's like people who are actually curious and like care, like you're more willing and inclined to help them,
Yeah.
because they just have a desire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that drive to want to learn how to be
Exactly.
better.
yeah,
Yeah. Because
And hey, who can turn down free labor?
exactly.
nobody.
Those two things
Nobody.
combined.
Yeah,
Like, oh fuck yeah, I'll teach you, kid.
Because now it's like when if you ever when you make it big, they got you. It's their like they have a stake in that now.
Yeah.
And they get to potentially make money off of it.
oh yeah,
It's a long-term thing.
and I'll let them
You know what I mean?
make money off me all you
Yeah.
want. Like we're gonna, like it's
as
gonna
long as we're
happen.
both eating, bro.
Like, yeah. There's
Yeah.
two bottom lines and they both work for each other.
Right, exactly, yeah. And like I guess I feel like in the music industry right now there's a big deal with like being independent
Mm-hmm.
and like signing to a label. Like in a sense,
Yeah, there's basically two schools of thought here.
two schools of thought, yeah. But the independent people, 98% of them aren't completely independent. Like they have publishing deals, like all sorts of shit, just distribution deals.
Whole lot of legalese.
Yeah. And like kind of I just want to go as big as I can. Like I've
Right.
always wanted I want Grammys. I want fucking stadium tours. And as
And that
far
drive,
as that is,
I feel like that drive is going to set you apart from a lot of other people. Just like I just
Maybe.
want to make it on the fucking top 50 or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I want to be right up there. And so ADD. No, but yeah, like I want to. Yeah, that's like what I want to do. Where the fuck were we? Where the fuck were we?
He's falling trap to Tame Mayhem.
Yeah. I got crazy ADD.
You want to make it as big as you can get. The independent versus like,
Independent, yeah. So, but right, that's it. So, like in my mind,
Found it.
Yep, we're back. In my mind, I have like a vision board. Okay, major label record deals right in the fucking middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just inching my way into it. But like that's what I want to do in 12 months, and I want to put it on the record here.
Yeah, do it.
I want to sign a fucking record deal in the next 12 months. August
Oh, yeah.
2021.
Here we go, boys.
August 2021, I want to sign a record deal.
Exactly. And we want to sell out by 2022. We're a little
Exactly.
We'll
We
audit
started
you.
late.
Yeah.
We started late, but
Right. And like, yeah, I want to make a lot of money, I want to take care of people, but
course.
like, I just don't see like in the near future where labels don't have the upper hand in like advertising, promotion, getting you in front of people, you know?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Being indie only gets you so far until you're like, all right, I have to.
Yep. You realize there's so many forces behind just getting people out there.
Totally.
Their name out there. That's it.
Yeah. Like, and there's 100 people, thousands of people who are way more talented than me. There's 1,000 people who are way less talented than me. and like
We're
about
in
this.
those.
No, we're equals. But the like same amount from both sides are gonna make it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's about who you know. It's about like who's promoting you. It's about like who's getting you in front of other people. And I think that's where connections like comes in huge too. Is like I feel like I've been on a slow grind for a long time, but I've been like putting a lot of time and like effort into like these relationships that can change my life like overnight. You know.
Absolutely.
Well, you're
a phone
still so
call.
young too. I mean,
Exactly.
you know,
I
that's
feel
another
old.
thing you have to take into consideration as well. Because it's like, yeah, some people can start as early as 11, 13, but lots of people really also aren't making it until mid-20s as well.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And I'm 22.
Right.
So yeah,
You got-
26. I want to be decent.
Yeah,
I wanna
right?
be-
That's how I feel. I'm like, by age 30, hopefully I can sell out Madison Square Garden. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
gives me 9 years to work with.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to sell at the Garden like 5 nights in a row. Fucking
Yeah.
Wembley Stadium 4 nights in a row, just to top Ed Sheeran one
Exactly.
time. You know.
Wembley
Like-
Stadium. Yeah. I want to perform at the Camp Nou.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just fucking. I don't know. You gotta.
Gotta
I've
want it.
always been like fucking to the moon, you know, like that's just kind of how I've always
Yeah.
thought.
Like once you get into it, you're like, I am 100% into it. Like,
Yeah, only things that I care about. Like
Right.
school, I was like negative, like
Yeah.
into the core of the earth. Like
pretty much how I
do
am.
not give a fuck. Like
yeah, I'm like fuck this.
I
I,
just
don't
don't
care.
care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't care. But yeah. The entertainment business is fucking crazy. There's like no right or wrong answers. Just kind of figure it out. Hopefully,
Yeah, it's changing all the time. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like-
Exactly. Like what's hot today is gonna be shit tomorrow. You know,
Yep.
it's what happened with the SoundCloud era,
Yeah,
and what's probably gonna happen with the drill music era, but
yeah,
still going strong though.
yeah. You got to make a good guess every once in a while and just kind of hope it works out.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's say in an alternate universe, you
Uh-huh.
were trying to make it big again, but like
Yep.
you had to have a stage name. What are some stage names you think you'd have?
Or there's some staging that you thought of. You know?
Yeah, even then, because are you? Let's start there. Are you even thinking of a stage name, or are you just going full Kale Dumas?
I may or may not be changing my name extremely soon.
Oh, word.
Right.
Extremely soon.
All right, you don't have to reveal that name.
Yeah, but like, what are some like maybe
You
ones
know,
you
what
look
are
back
some-
on that
yeah.
were like, fuck no.
Ones that look back, I have a whole list.
Oh,
yes.
I got a whole fucking
yes.
list.
fuck yeah, because I know for sure I have a list of stage names that I need to like.
Mine's Caramel Twist.
Damn it, that was mine.
Like Twix, you know what I mean?
I was gonna be Caramel Dicks.
Caramel Twist. That's your stripper name, dude.
Okay, so there's a part of me that wants to keep my first name.
Yeah,
Big
Kale's
part.
good. Yeah, no, it's
It's
distinct.
good for you.
It's distinct.
Unfortunately, it became like a super famous vegetable. You know, like when
fair.
I was born.
who doesn't like veggies though?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck veggies, but like,
It's just,
like when I was born, it was like a cool Hawaiian name. Like that's what my parents told me, and they could have been bullshitting me. Who knows? But
Probably.
I like the name Kale. And now it's in like every fucking smoothie, every fucking like.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kale's
it's-
pretty good though.
Yeah,
I mean,
people,
come on.
boomers love making fun of it. They're like, "Oh, you're eating kale." I'm like, "Well, it's good for you, you fuck."
Yeah. Okay, so I'll read you some horrible ones. So I had Kale Eclectic, Kale Ride, Kale Wiley, Kale Creo, Kale Caustic, Kale Faint, Kale Silver, Kale Miami, Kale Kid,
Kale Miami.
Kale Miami.
Hey, wait, hang on. What the fuck was behind that one? You're from Oklahoma.
I have a song that I wrote. It's called "This Ain't Miami." It's about Oklahoma, and it was like in a similar time. That song, probably
Holy shit.
that
Yeah.
song probably won't be released.
There is a Miami in Oklahoma though. It's
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Buttfuck
But they don't have
nowhere.
to know that. They'll just
No.
read it as Miami.
Yeah, Kale Miami.
Exactly.
But it
Kale
that's-
Caustic
that
though.
fucking
What the
blows.
fuck was up with that one?
That
You had,
one's
to
fuck-
you had to bust out a fucking dictionary for that.
Oh yeah.
Kale Caustic?
Yeah,
What-
oh, yeah.
What was the reasoning behind that one?
I don't even know what is caustic. mean.
Caustic?
I was
think
about
it's
to
like,
say
it's
the same
like
fucking
corrosive or acidic, I think.
Explosive, acidic.
Something like that. Like I think it has to do with like
Acidic
yeah, you
psychedelic.
got the phone. Come on.
Yeah.
Caustic.
Dude.
Either way,
Able
I feel like it's
to
not. Good.
burn or corrode organic tissue
Oh.
by chemical action. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, that's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
sick. That's a
Kale-
cool name.
Kale Caustic.
Yeah,
Caustic
you know,
Kale, I think might have done better.
I know, but like there's a stubbornness about wanting to keep Kale first.
That's true.
Yeah,
Kale
yeah.
Caustic, that is unique, I would say.
It is, yeah, I guess.
Kale Caustic.
That's
I think it rolls off the tongue better.
That's a Mortal Kombat character for sure. Kale
I think
Caustic.
Caustic Kale is the Mortal Kombat character, and Kale Caustic is the artist.
Kale Cosmic.
Kale Cosmic.
Cosmic. Okay, so Mortal Kombat.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we about to go in.
So this could either be a leak. It probably won't be. But for a long time, I was gonna go by Liu Kale.
That's fucking sick.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine the marketing?
The fucking
That's
Kale.
actually insane.
Liu Kale wins.
Luke Kale wins. That could be
that
like
could
the
be
producer tag.
Oh,
The producer tag.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it might. Yeah, yeah. Liu Kale was a fucking badass.
That's a baller one.
Yeah,
It's a
he was.
badass
Yeah, he's a nasty rapper. He just did his own shit.
You said Kale Wiley? Was that
Yeah,
the one?
I thought that sounded
What was up
cool.
with Wiley?
Dude,
Any
just
of-
fucking.
Just you
Like,
liked it?
look at all these. Like this is just like
Damn.
random shit. Yeah, it's just random shit. Kale Camaro, Kale Rafi, Kale
What's
Joust,
Rafi?
Kale Swish. Just fucking random sounding shit.
Kale Rock.
It's more syllables than it is anything.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
true.
Yeah.
What was the magic syllable for you? Like 3, 4, 5?
Kale Dunta, 2 syllables. Kale Dunta.
Kale Dutta.
And Dumas is that, but it doesn't have like a hard, like the M is in a hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's on a. You know.
Yeah, you want it to end in an
Dumas.
exclamation. Yeah, you want to end.
Yes.
Because the inflection's on do.
Like Frank Ocean is like the
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
You know.
Fuck, that's such a good name. Or Odd Future.
Odd Future.
Odd
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
That's such a good name. Fucking Gloom Cruise.
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Ed Sheeran. You know, there's like a fucking chillion of them. Kale Height. Height is a Korean beer that I drink in Korea a lot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
That's
like
actually
Kale
cool.
Height's pretty unique, I'd say.
Yeah, get a sponsor right off the
I
bat,
could,
dude.
yeah, I could get behind that one.
Yeah, this one fucks. Kale DiCaprio.
That one actually is pretty fucking
Kale-
cool.
DiCaprio or the Caprio?
Kale DiCaprio, like Leo.
Kale
Yeah, that
Kale
fucks.
DiCaprio. Yeah, I enjoy
that
it.
that one does fuck, dude.
Yeah, Kale Swish.
Kale
yeah.
Swish is a
pretty
cool
fire.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
That reminds me of the brand K Swiss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even
whenever
know
you-
what that is.
It's whenever you were too poor for Adidas. I remember.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, Kale Swish kind of. Yeah, that is kind of sick. But I don't think any of these are gonna make it. There's 1, 2, 3 on here I didn't name that are in the running right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, stay tuned for those, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
right?
We'll see. We'll see.
You'll have to say what the other ones like were that you didn't choose though.
I'll have to say
Like
them
whenever
once.
you drop the name.
Yeah. I will.
Or if you want to boost your profile, just like release like some unused songs under those aliases.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. So the way like artist account work on Spotify and shit, it's like once you have a name, like that's it.
Yeah.
okay.
But like these connects that I've been working on, like I could get it changed.
Oh.
So I'm like trying to decide if like that project I released earlier this year is. I think it is. I think it's like the kind of like virgin stages of like
Yeah.
what I'm becoming. You know.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can just get my account name changed. But shit's changing.
Oh.
Shit's changing.
Stay tuned, boys.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
For forever. This is gonna be a permanent one, yeah.
I don't know. I might bounce around. I might become like Marshall Mathers, Eminem's, like Slim Shady. We'll see what the fuck.
Have two
happens.
like Hobson, have
Yeah,
two
yeah.
personas and shit.
It'd be awesome to have like 3 different names you go by. Cause,
Yeah.
You know, it'd be like Kendrick. You know, like K. Kendrick.
Yeah.
Cornrow Kenny.
Yeah, Cornrow Kenny.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
Pulitzer Kenny. That's the one he debuted on his tour. That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
was sick. I was there. I was like, no.
Getting to that level.
Yeah,
That's a goal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if we can get there, man. Let's get through phase 1. Let's get some fans. Let's see what's up. you know?
Yeah, fucking get on it, guys. This guy's fucking good. If I do say
I'm
so
trying.
myself. In my humble ass opinion.
The best is yet to come. I've told myself like for a while I haven't written a good song. Like I have not written a good song yet.
Does
Right.
that push you?
You're edging.
Yeah. Like it just kind of. I don't. It just kind of. Like if what I haven't done wasn't good enough, like it just wasn't good enough. you
Right.
know? So it got to be better, and like it's easier to see like through like as time goes on, like how I could have made those songs better.
Right.
But yeah, you know, that's life. You learn.
Yeah,
you
just
fail,
learn.
and then you fail, and you fail, and you fail.
And see, like,
and
listen
even when
to
you thought you win, you failed.
Yeah.
exactly. Like, hey, you won, but here's how you won a little better.
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how we're going through it. But but so far, I mean, like the stuff that you have put out, I'm like, all right, this guy actually, you know, gives a shit about his music. You know,
Yeah.
the production behind it, you know, the lyricism. I'm like, and you say that you're not a good songwriter. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? I listened to his album or his EP.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I think, yeah, it's a combination of me, like working with Logan, Tyler, Josh. But you can just always be better.
Yeah, that is true.
Good mindset.
It's a
Yeah,
good
for
mindset.
sure. Yeah, good motivation.
Like, cause if I had written the best song in the world, I would be like at the top of the charts, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Then when you
That's
write
true.
the best song in the world, what else do you do? What do you do after that?
write the best song in
Write
the
the
world.
second best
The
song
second
in the
best
world.
song in the world. Taking all the spots, baby.
Maybe open a theme park or something. You know?
Just go into retirement.
Yeah.
Buy a boat, maybe.
Yeah, that's what Toby Keith did.
Yeah. Yeah, Toby Keith fucks. He's legit, you know?
It's a whole restaurant. Yeah,
Yeah,
a restaurant
Yeah,
named
bro.
after him, dude.
Restaurants, fucking just.
He's on our water tower, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, No, he wrote. Yeah, see, and that. Yeah, he's just a fucking great songwriter. That's what that is, you know?
Exactly.
And songwriting's where you make money.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's always
when
about
when you
writers.
get paid every time a song's played and you get the majority of that, like, royalty, that's where it's at.
Like
Oh,
I feel like a lot of people don't realize just how much producers make or sound engineers or some stuff people like that make.
Yeah.
Like Benny Blanco, he's probably richer than some of the artists that he produces for.
Oh, yeah.
Or Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
He made another one, by the way.
Yeah.
See, I like to think of how many like huge artists are out there where they have just like teams of people working on like, you know, the beats or melodies or stuff like that, and the lyrics as well. You know, the artist of course has some input, but it's like how much of it is also these people, these teams that are working on it as well.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know? So it's like
It's crazy.
Right.
Like, Beyonce will have like 18
12
writers
people.
credited on her
Right.
songs.
For
Like,
single ladies
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Drake has like a lot of writers credited, you know, on his songs. Not all of them, but like
Ghost
the
writers.
big ones, you know.
Word.
Taylor Swift, like,
mhm.
yeah. I mean, there are fucking songwriting geniuses out there and like producing geniuses who just
Yeah.
know what fucking.
And they just like
works.
supply it to other, you know, pop stars and other people that
Yeah.
can, you know, I guess execute it better than they might, like than they maybe could.
Yeah, they're writing something like, I know who I have in mind for this one. They just send it
Yeah.
out to
Right.
them.
Yeah, and music's weird in a sense where like you could essentially like run tests on like what people prefer to listen to, but that
Mhm.
changes all the time.
Yeah.
So like an algorithm can't really like tell you what's right in that sense.
Right.
So
And a lot of it's about being like inventive as well.
totally, yeah, you have to be ahead. Like
Yeah,
you have
that's-
to be ahead to
that's
like
half of it.
stay alive.
Yeah, you got to be experimental with it, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah, but you
Like-
can't be too experimental
Yeah,
either.
'cause it's frowned upon, and then eventually people will pick up on it.
Yeah, I
you
was
know?
about to say 30 years later, they'll say, oh, they were ahead of their
Oh,
time, but too little too late at that point.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, fucks faces.
right. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of luck, you know, a lot of luck, and just getting one thing right. But once you get one right, everything like starts to make more sense.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
falls into place for you.
Yeah.
Know, come on, like, all right, people like this with this and this and this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna
Sounds
go
like
on
a
the
lot of
record
work.
right here. I think 2000s pop and like a little punkish type rock is gonna come back into style.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, punk rock is already like in style because you know the way Uzi dresses.
Yeah.
He's like really into Marilyn Manson and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it. It's not. I wouldn't put it past it. Paramore's gonna make a comeback tour, and I'm gonna go to
Oh
it.
yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm with you.
Fuck
We'll be there together. Yeah.
Paramore, dude. I love you, Haley.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So before we wrap up here, we have a few questions we want to ask you.
All
So
right.
our first one is, what's or you know what? I guess what's a quote or mantra you live by?
A quote or mantra I live by.
Yeah.
I've said it a couple times,
See, I was
but I don't know shit.
about to say you kind of said that a couple times already.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know shit, you know? Like, I'll think one thing and then it's the other, you know? It's just kind of life's crazy.
Yeah, you just
So I
gotta
don't know
go with
shit.
it.
I'm just learning all the time. Another one, I love golf. So I apply this to my golf game, but you could apply it to all aspects of life. Never hit the range. Never practice.
Really?
Just throw yourself in and do it. You know?
Shit. It's
Like,
bold.
Don't
Wow,
don't get in your head. Don't like psych yourself out. Just put yourself in the situation and you'll survive. You know, we're made to be that way.
Word.
Adaptability.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, so
dude.
that's rule 1. Rule number 2 is a quote. Quote myself, Kale. I've practiced my whole life to play. Like growing up, I learned some shit. I learned what's right, I learned what's wrong, failed a lot, didn't get much right. But I practiced my whole life to play. I've learned my lessons. I'm just going to get out there and do it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of repeats, you know, kind of goes back to step 1.
Exactly. Like have the preparation behind it, but also when the time comes, don't second guess.
No.
Throw yourself in. Like
Yeah, just like your instinct's probably better than, like your instinct is better than fucking bugging somebody and asking them like
what should I do?
1,000
Oh, I
times
know,
what should I
right.
do?
Because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, I've always heard this before. It's like you should never really ask because just flip a coin if you're on the fence and you're going to figure out what it is when that coin's in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Like
exactly.
And
Yeah.
if for some reason you don't, then you got your answer on the coin.
yeah, yeah.
Hop
and then-
in.
And either you get it right,
Uh-huh.
you get it wrong, and then you learn from it, and then you don't get it wrong again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, failure is imminent, guys. Don't be ashamed to fail.
Accept failure.
Accept failure. It's gonna be.
Fucking make it your buddy. You know?
Hey man, I fucking failed again.
Get
Yeah.
in bed
what's
with
up?
it and get to know it.
Oh yeah, get to know it.
Marry it.
Yeah.
Have kids with it, if
Exactly. Yeah. Do whatever.
Little
you need to
disappointments running
do
around.
whatever you need to do with failure to understand it. You know.
you will.
Word.
Yeah, but just fail all day. Like
Exactly.
I'm doing that till I get something right.
Exactly. But also, you know, with failing, it also comes with that, you know, that personal like willingness to learn from it. Because you know, some people will fail, they'll fucking rage quit right then and there. They'll never try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you fail and you're like, but I don't care, I'm really into this. This is what I want to do. Have that willingness, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just keep just be willing to try.
Word.
You know, that's about it. If you are doing something you care about, you'll be fine with failing a couple times or 1,000 times. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our next question is, how do you like your steak cooked?
There's only one right answer.
Mid rare.
Mid rare. We got
Medium-
another winner,
medium
George.
rare. There we go.
Got another fucking
We're
winner,
proud
dude.
of you. And you didn't even hesitate.
No.
I love that.
Some people are like,
And
medium
it
rare.
was a recent conversion. I didn't medium for a long time.
Yeah, medium's a
Not,
good.
yeah,
you know,
not as
good
we-
stepping stone.
Yeah, not as good, but pretty good.
If you're well done, just fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Eat a tire.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah.
gonna say it.
Fuck yourself. Nobody like
Kids.
you're not eating steak. You
Yeah,
know?
eat a fucking piece of jerky next time, you
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Seriously.
Um,
It costs the same. Good God.
yeah, it's insane. Mid rare is just the way.
Word.
What do you think of rare? Juice. Gotta know.
That was
I've
disgusting.
I've had like bites of rare. It's
Yeah.
like I worked my way. I'd been medium for years, but like I would say in the last like 6 months I switched to mid rare, but I've
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
number of steaks in there. So you know, work your way gradually. I might get to rare. I might not. Mid rare
To
is
full cannibal.
Medium rare is just, it's a good place to stick
it has
around
nuts,
at.
you know.
Yeah.
You have balls if you
Exactly.
do mid rare, you know.
Yeah, and if you get like rare, you have like fucking gigantic
oh my God,
balls.
That's
Yeah.
big
You
cock
obviously-
and balls.
You don't give a shit about your health, you know.
No, elephant nuts, yeah.
Elephant nuts.
Yeah. For sure.
So our last question is, if you had a year left, what would you do?
If I had a year left, I'd probably say just fuck it, and I would
Yeah.
maybe get a camera, get a guitar, grow my hair out, move to Hawaii, and just fuck around.
Oh, that's
Hawaii.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any specific part of Hawaii or just wherever?
I feel like if you're traveling there, I feel like Maui's like a nice resort spot. But if you're gonna live there, I say go Kauai.
Kauai.
I haven't been to Kauai, but I have friends that live there, and it just seems like it's super green. Like, you know, you can do
Yeah.
stuff. Like I have friends over there that are like beekeepers. Like I'd keep
It's
some
fucking
bees
cool.
for the last
Wow.
year of my life. You know,
Hell yeah.
have some good honey.
See,
Keeping bees?
Yeah.
hell yeah.
What?
That's a good.
Insane.
It's
Yeah.
fucking cool. I mean, most people are like, I'm going to take out the fattest fucking loan, leave my family in debt, and go travel the world. And I'm just like, well, that sounds like settling down right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Keeping
That's
bees.
peaceful, dude.
Just enjoy yourself. you know, maybe meet a nice, you know, fucking hula girl.
You know, marry her, give her a kid, then die.
Yeah, give her a kid, let the name live on, and just
Exactly.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
He can do the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, I just enjoy my last year. I'd relax.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the way you want to go. You know, you don't want to go out with a bunch of fucking stress and
No,
shit.
I'm stressed out all the time. I got more gray hair than like most grandparents. So I'm stressed all the time. Like just thinking about tomorrow, thinking about like
Yeah.
a year from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know.
Going on a day-by-day basis is a stressful lifestyle.
It is.
I'm like, oh, fuck, we'll see what happens tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you're always doing something wrong.
Word.
You know?
Especially in your
You're
20s.
always doing something you shouldn't do, so.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're always just like,
Why did I put so much time into that shit?
Yeah,
I
it's
could have
like
been doing other shit.
Oh,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah. I've started to realize that too. Yeah, I'm in an ultimate state of I do not give a fuck. Like
a good
what
state to be
anybody
at.
thinks about me, what they think about what I do.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of where
don't
I'm at.
care to impress you. If you don't like what I'm doing, like
You don't have to
sorry,
listen,
You
yeah.
don't have to.
Exactly.
But there's no way I could. Like the kid who wanted to be artistic and like be a musician, like did not give a fuck about that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and that was the kid who was gonna like do something, you know. So I can't just fucking compromise that and like just start caring.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's a
yeah.
good quote. I can't start compromise that and start caring.
Yeah.
You heard it first, guys.
Somebody write that down. That's just,
We're going to copyright that. We're
Yeah.
sure. You're going to get a commission for that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
where can they find you and your music, Kale?
You can find me anywhere that you listen to music, honestly. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, anywhere.
Shout out to Tidal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I haven't heard
Tidal.
that in years.
Amazon Music, Pandora. You can Shazam my shit. You can get it on. You can do a dance to it on TikTok.
Ooh,
He's on TikTok,
ideas.
boys.
Most people are, but you can. Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a lot of new shit the rest of the year. In about a month, I'll start releasing a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. Stay tuned for that, y'all.
Directing my first music video. It's gonna be exciting.
Hell yeah.
Hell
And,
yeah.
yeah. I'm just looking forward to doing it. You know.
Got any
Yeah.
social media they can follow?
At Kale Dumas, KaleDumas. That is subject to change in the next few weeks.
Oh
Exactly.
right.
If
right.
that deal goes through.
It's gonna be like
Yeah.
at LT Gray or something.
Yes.
All right, guys. Be sure to follow the show at Tame Mayhem and watch us go live every Wednesday. And check out the Patreon at patreon.com/Tame Mayhem. Get a free mini mayhem every month if you're a freeloader, or you can become a patron and get every episode a week early and mini mayhems every weekend.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Love you guys. Bye.